Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Undesired and Prescribed podcast. I am Brown Sugar, and today I got my boy Dylan back here. What's going on, Dylan?
Not much. I'm glad to be back, though.
Yes, he's back with the new cut. Just like overstimulating my cat right now, and God, I'm pretty sure you're starting to turn her on because that's like the face that she makes.
Yeah, I'm really good at turning the pussy on.
Oh God, he's gonna fuck my cat.
No.
All right, so this is kind of like a not really a continuation, but like my last episode, I had my friend Maggie come on and talk about her like toxic friendships. And granted, this is not about toxic friendships or relationships, but I mean, like, I feel like in the same ballpark, I'd say, because we're gonna be talking about relationship killers today. So, my boy Dylan here has got a nice little track record and a good array of exes, I would say. Would you agree?
Yeah, I feel like I have a plethora of exes.
Plethora. Big word.
Yeah.
Yes. So, do you think each of your exes, did they all end for like similar reasons, or like were there like different reasons that led to them, like one action or another that led to them, quote, killing your relationship?
I mean, there's a lot of different things, but some of the girls that, like, they've had multiple different reasons. I don't know. I kind of see it as like a 3 strikes and you're out type thing.
3 strikes and you're out. That's fair. Were you seeing? So if we're speaking like in general on your exes, is there like a reoccurring strike that you would say?
I mean, sometimes it just really depends because everyone's different, really. So I wouldn't say it's just a reoccurring theme with women, but
Not with women, but particularly with the
girls
ones that you dated.
not really.
Not really?
Yeah, I feel like I date anyone and everyone. Not like anyone and everyone, but like
Yeah.
I feel like I have very different cultural people.
Yeah.
Like I don't discriminate.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So it's not like I'm dating the same person over and over again.
yeah, okay. So you're like, you don't have like that one type where you only...
Right.
Okay. Alright, so, when we first met and first started becoming friends, you were dating somebody. Do you want me to give them different names? Do you want to give them different names, or you care?
I really don't care, but
Okay, you're dating Hannah. Is that like your first like legitimate like relationship?
yeah, I'd say she's my first serious girlfriend.
Alright, so why don't you tell me about the first strike with Hannah then, because I wasn't aware that you had a 3-strike policy.
Well, at that time, I mean, I was just young. I was like a freshman in high school.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, things just weren't working out, and I honestly don't really remember why we broke up. It was that long ago.
Okay. You did break up with her though, didn't you?
Yeah.
And it wasn't amicable, it wasn't mutual. It was like...
I mean, it was kind of mutual. I mean, I feel like it was just going to happen eventually, so
Oh, okay,
might as well just
okay.
do it now.
I remember after you guys broke up, she kind of became crazy.
A little bit, yeah. She still, like, finds me at places. Based on, like, yeah, like, whenever...
She's looking you up.
Like, I'll be hanging out with a different person who also has, like, her Snapchat and has her maps on.
Oh, God.
And she'll find me, yeah. Or, like, she'll have one of her friends try to see if my snaps are on my maps.
Okay, so... Well, if you don't remember the strikes, and you say this kind of, like, mutual, is there anything that, like, stands out? Because as, like, in terms of, like, being, like, a killer of that relationship, was there, like, anything that you would say, like, played, like, a big factor in ending that relationship? Because it wasn't... Because you said it's mutual, but, like, obviously it seemed like you initiated it.
Well, I feel like one of my biggest things is, like, if you were to turn into a bitch, like, if you're just, like, if you just can't joke around with them at all. It's just kind of, like, one of my biggest things, because, like, I'll always just fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'll always make fun and poke jokes, and if you can't take them, then I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's probably, like, one big thing is you couldn't joke around with her.
Yeah.
That's fair. With, I have only had, like, 2, like, actual relationships I would classify. Like, I've dated people, but, like, been, like, 2 actual relationships.
Right.
And, they weren't long at all, but I think in my last one, I definitely felt like I couldn't, like, we could joke around, but like she was like kind of very innocent, so I couldn't be like my normal type jokes. I'd have to be like my sarcastic, witty self.
Right, which
But I
isn't the
couldn't-
best.
Huh?
Which isn't the best because
Not all the time. Like I like it, but like
yeah,
I can't have my like fucking dark humor.
which isn't really you.
Yeah, but so you couldn't joke around with Hannah. Was there any other and she became a bitch, but according
but-
to you, I'm not saying that she became a bitch. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, not really. I didn't really have any other issues. I don't believe,
Okay.
but
It seemed like most of your issues came from after you guys broke up. If there's
yeah,
any at all.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
how it is.
Crazy.
I just make girls crazy, I guess.
Yeah, honestly, you kind of do. It seemed like a reoccurring theme. And you like 3 straight, I think, because Abby was next, right? If you even consider that, you
I
dated.
didn't. It was like a 2-week thing, and I would not consider that a relationship.
Okay. Well, what stopped you? I guess the topic itself may not be just specifically relationship killers, but maybe just like, you know, like if you're talking to somebody, like what stops you
Yeah.
from stop talking to them? But also, like, I do want to focus on relationships too. But
So the reason why I stopped talking to her and stopped dating her was because she wanted to have sex way too much.
holy shit, I think this is the first straight. I'm putting quotes on this straight guy. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Ever to say, she only wanted me for my body.
I mean, yeah, but it was like we were doing things for like 2 weeks, and that's all it was. Like, she just wanted to meet up just for that, and that was really it.
That's fine, I suppose, but obviously if that's not what you're
Yeah,
looking
that's not
for,
what I
yeah.
was interested in, so
Yeah.
I just kind of stopped it because it was just getting unattractive at that point.
You had sex so much you started becoming unattractive. Might sound like you were married. I'm just kidding. Okay, but I'm just going based off of the ones that I remember. Was Molly?
Yes, Molly.
How long was
nice.
Molly? She's the
Molly-
one that I always forget.
I wouldn't say like 4 months, really.
Okay.
Yeah, it was. I feel really bad about this one.
Really?
Yeah, I do. But she was like the beginning of like the 3 strikes thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was not good.
So
on my
tell us about the strikes for Molly. And
Okay.
what
So
the killers of that relationship was.
So one of the biggest ones for me is that she didn't really want to go anywhere, like, ever. Like, she didn't really want to do anything with me.
Mm-hmm.
She always just wanted to sit down and watch a movie. Like, she was like one of those like stay home people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's not an issue, but it's just like,
Not all the time.
yeah, not all the time. Like,
Mhm.
all I would do with her is just hang out at her house and not really do anything.
Which that can get boring quick. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like somebody who's like both. Like, I rather go out, but like there are some nights I rather just like stay in and hang out and shit like that.
Right.
But I feel you on that. So that's a strike for you, not being social and outgoing, not wanting to go
Mhm.
out and do stuff.
Yeah. And then another one is like, okay, she's like the first one who like was kind of a bitch before I even dated her.
Okay.
And so what happened was, like, I noticed more and more that she would, like, she had a bad side to her. Like, once you got on her bad side, you were just on her bad side forever. Like, she would hate you. Like, it was terrible.
Like,
Like, she would just talk shit about everybody who was on her bad side all
Really?
the time. Yeah. And then she was really disrespectful to her parents as well.
real.
Yeah,
Like, well, her
like-
parents just got on her bad side. That's their own fault.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it seemed like. I was like, gosh, like,
Do you know what they did to get on her bad side?
I have no idea.
They
I
said,
mean,
"No, Mari,
grew up with her.
you can't go out tonight. You have schoolwork." You sons of bitches!
Yeah, honestly.
Alright, so strike 2, being a bitch.
Yeah,
So that's, I think that's like, goes hand in hand with Hannah, so don't be a bitch.
Yeah,
and Dylan won't break up with you.
Yeah, don't be a bitch,
Don't be a
or
bitch.
else any guy will break up with you. I feel like.
At Bella.
Yeah, don't fucking be a bitch.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Okay, and
another
what was
one.
strike 3 for Molly.
So honestly, this might be taken a little bad, but like,
Is it petty?
No, not really. It was just like,
Okay.
like
Wait. I think I know what it is, but go ahead.
it has something to do with like their family.
Oh.
Like if you don't have like cool parents, like if they're not like if they don't like you, then like I don't really know what to do with you. Like, like I wanted to enjoy being around your parents.
And they didn't like Molly, or they didn't like you?
They just didn't really seem interested in anything to do with me.
Oh, okay.
Like they were cool. Like they would talk to me sometimes, but like they never really wanted to do anything with me, or like.
You want them to like invite you out to the movies or something?
No, like they never really like gave me an entire conversation. They just didn't really
I know
care.
what you're saying, but I don't think that's bad. I think it's important if you're like if you have like a relationship with somebody. I think it's important to like make the effort to like build that relationship with your parents.
Yeah, but
You guys don't have to like
they
be
never
like best friends or anything, but it definitely helps like having them like you and show an interest in you. Because otherwise, it just feels like they don't fucking care at all.
That's kind of how it felt, though.
Yeah,
like,
I wouldn't say that's bad. I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to say something to do with their body. So.
Oh.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
Well, there is a strike 4.
There's a strike 4. Just we don't talk about strike 4. Strike 4. Don't be fat.
Shave. But yeah.
Okay. So don't be a bitch. Don't be a sex addict. Want to go out and do shit, and then also
Make sure your parents actually like
care.
Yeah, that I'm around.
That's fair, I'd say. I don't think that makes you sound bad at all.
Okay. Because it's not like I don't like your parents. It's more like I don't know if your parents care that you're in a relationship.
Yeah, because that could like it gives them like the wrong vibe. It would give me the wrong vibe because it's like they don't show an interest in me. That means she's probably like they probably ask. I'm probably overthink this, but like it would make me think. They probably asked that like, oh, what boy do I keep going out with? And it's like, oh, that's just my boyfriend. And then they're like, oh, well, she doesn't fucking care about him, so I'm not gonna fucking care about him either. So
yeah, I was thinking a lot of things like that.
Yeah, which is fair.
Yeah.
I think it's important to like I said, it's important to have a relationship with like your significant other's family. That's why I'm friends with all my friends' parents. That way, if I ever start dating them.
Oh, is that why you're so cool with my mom? Mm-hmm. So then you might
that way one day
me.
When Dayton finally turns 18.
Oh.
No. I love Steph. She gives me haircuts. I'll be seeing her Monday, 12:45. Salon. I don't know what your mom's salon is called. So shout it out and tell people to meet me there for a fan meet and greet.
Shout out.
Shout out Steph Thomas. Sounds like a basketball player. Steph
Kinda,
Thomas.
yeah.
She could be, honestly.
I doubt it.
I don't know, man. Have you seen the way she takes plasma? Okay. So then there's nobody in between Molly and Malia, right?
Correct. So Malia's next.
Malia.
So she was probably like my favorite relationship. I have zero issues with Malia.
Yeah.
She was really cool. But the one thing is just long distance, really. That was my biggest thing about it.
Makes sense. Not everybody's built for long distance.
Like, my kind of love is, like, being close to and, like, actually, like, have you seen this shit on TikTok, like the love thing? Like, feeling?
I've heard about it.
Yeah, like, mine is, like, feeling, kind of.
Okay, like physical?
Yeah,
or?
physical,
Okay, yeah.
And being long distance, it just really didn't work out.
Was she into it, or were you both just not into it?
We were both not into it, but we kind of just, like, went for it for a semester, and it just didn't really go well.
Because I remember when, like, she, like, first, like, moved, you're like, yeah, we're, like, kind of together, but if either of us meet somebody, well, you know, it'll just happen then. I'm like...
Yeah, it was really complicated. I don't know. But then when she came back, it was cool. Like, we were fine, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It is what it is at that
I was about
point.
to say, I didn't think you had any sort of like issues with.
Yeah, I didn't have
Malia.
any issues at all with Malia.
Yeah, I didn't think so. And then there's like no like relationships after that, correct? Like,
Yeah, just
you just talk to people
Mhm.
and stuff like that.
yeah.
I remember Destiny still gives me shit because she hit me up and was all like, "Yo, is Dylan dating anybody?" And I was like, "I think he's talking to a girl named Lexi."
Oh yeah, I forgot about Lexi.
And she was like, "Oh, I wanted to set him up with my friend Bella." I was like, "I'm pretty sure he's talking to somebody." Because I literally just like saw you like a week and a half ago, and you're talking about this Lexi girl.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of just I didn't really know what I was doing.
Yeah.
I was also talking. I was just talking to a bunch of people
Yeah.
at the same time. Like I went to prom with this one girl
Mhm.
in the middle of the summer, and I barely even knew her, but I just went to prom with her because she didn't have a date. Because her
Yeah.
boyfriend broke up with her. So I was like, I'll be that guy.
Yeah, and I thought you were talking. I almost. What's the girl version of cock block?
Vag block.
Yeah. Box block. Almost box blocked her. Well, I guess it'd still be cock block because she'd be getting your cock. So I almost cock blocked Bella.
Yeah,
Destiny-
you almost did.
Destiny just like said "fuck you," and she never listens to whatever you say, anyways. But
Anybody says. really.
yeah, but for once I was actually wrong. The one time I was ever wrong. But to be
Yeah.
fair, I wasn't all like, "Keep that fucking white whore away from my man, Dylan." I remember when you were going through that phase. Every time I get my hair cut, your mom was worried about you.
What do you mean?
She would just like, what was that? Was it Lauren? Was that a girl?
Oh, I forgot about Lauren too. I was hanging out with
How do
her.
I remember all of these fucking girls that you don't? Dude, okay.
All these girls, honestly, they pop through my head, and I'm just like, okay, I forgot about her.
Yeah. Because they're not like actually like relationships.
Yeah, but
They're just
Lauren-
flings, if anything.
Lauren actually was like the first girl that like kind of pissed me off.
Yeah, she had you feeling like Juice World.
Yeah,
Yeah, all girls are the same. Amen, brother.
honestly.
But with Lauren, it was like a summer fling.
Yeah, kind of, but
But you wanted it to
It
be
was-
more. But she just kept was back and forth.
yeah, it was really weird. So like, we started at like the beginning of quarantine, really.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started texting and stuff because I was cool with her like freshman and sophomore year. And so I learned that she broke up with her boyfriend broke up with her for whatever reason, and she started talking shit about him like over and over and over again. So I was like, okay, they're
Mhm.
over, whatever. And so I kind of slid in, and we hung out a lot, like literally every single day. Like it might as well have been a fucking relationship at some point.
Yeah.
And so then like I literally like came over to her house like every night. We like hung out, watched movies and stuff. And then like we kissed like one time. And that was like in the middle of the summer. It was just really weird because she didn't, and then she later on just went to back to her ex.
Yeah.
She was talking shit about the entire summer. I was like, okay. And that just kind of goes into like the trust thing.
Yeah.
That was like one of my other things I wrote down. Like, I don't know. I just kind of felt something that was going on the entire time because she would come from, like, she would say that she was at home, and then we would like have this meet spot, and then she would not come from like where she lived. She would come from like a different area.
Are you sure all I just did was kiss?
Yeah, like we would hang out at the tennis courts. That's why I have Instagram posts of the tennis courts.
Okay. I don't know. It's just...
We didn't do anything at the tennis
Yeah,
courts.
but I don't know. Just what you said, meat spot.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
made it sound like, oh, I gave her my meat in the meat spot.
No, nothing like that. But yeah, it was just weird. So,
But yeah, that's what I remember when you're hanging out with Lauren. Steph was real worried about you
I don't know why. I mean,
because you never brought her around, or she never wanted to come around.
that is true as well.
That's why she didn't trust him or her.
Yeah,
And
she,
I was like,
I don't know.
you
It
know,
was
like
weird.
you're right about that stuff. I agree with you. We really bonded over you
Yeah,
for your well-being. But I was all like,
Steph is always right.
hey, your son's smart. I trust him. I trust his judgment. If she's not right, he'll be all like, Adios, babe. Or should I say, amigo now?
Yeah. Adios, amigo.
And then I remember when you like were first like dating Bella, and like after I met her, I was like, hey, if you haven't already, go meet his mom. She'll like that.
You really?
Yeah, but then she told me, oh, I already met his mom. I was like,
Good.
good fucking shit. Good
Yeah.
fucking shit. So you mentioned your notes. What else do you have written in there about relationship killers?
So, one thing, it's kind of like a first sight kind of thing, is where, depending on how you dress and how your hair is. So since my mom's a hairdresser, I've kind of like...
Oh, you've talked about this before.
Yeah,
Okay,
I've kind of like integrated how I see people based on like how they do their hair.
Yeah.
Like if you just have like your hair in like a bun, like a messy bun, it just kind of shows like, okay, you don't really care. Like, and
like,
then if you're wearing like, if you're looking like Billie Eilish,
mm-hmm.
like just sweatpants and like a sweatshirt, like I don't know, and you're like out in public with a bunch of like group of friends, and you're the only one that's dressing like that.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of shows that you just don't really care about how you appear to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, it's just kind of unattractive to me.
That's
So,
fair.
Like I don't know, if you're just kind of letting your hair loose and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's different if you're at home, but like if you're at like a restaurant or something, like with another guy, let's say, or like with me,
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of shows that you don't really care.
So you take some random girl out to Eddie Merlot's, which, for those of you who are unfamiliar, it's like a really fancy restaurant.
It's a
around here.
really nice restaurant.
It's very nice. Big monies. So Dylan and his saddlebags full of money take this girl to Eddie Merlot's. She's got some Adidas joggers on, her Air Forces, her hair in a messy bun, just some foundation and eyeliner.
And let's say I'm in like a button-up shirt and like some khakis.
And a tuxedo as well, with a very flamboyant purple
Tie.
Yes. And
It's just
That's-
not gonna look right.
yeah, Dylan's gonna be all like, what the fuck, bitch?
Kind of.
And then he'll be like, hey, come closer. Don't wear that shit out in public. Not with me. I have an image to uphold, bitch. They call me Samurai Jack.
At work.
Yeah. So, it's not so much his physical appearance, it's just the way that you...
How you perceive yourself.
I guess this may not be as how they perceive themselves, it's just how you allow others to see you. Like,
yeah.
so I guess maybe a physical appearance, but like more so of like your class? I don't know how to just find it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like... I mean, I don't really know if the class goes into it, but it's more like...
Demeanor?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's a better word.
Yeah, that probably fit more, but...
Yeah.
So, yeah, I remember you talking about that, because I was like, I swear to God, one of my friends said this before. I was like, oh wait, it was fucking him.
That was me.
And what else you got for your relationship killers?
So, one of my biggest things, I said this earlier, but like, you can't be too serious. Like,
Yeah,
if you can't take a joke, then fuck off.
exactly. Like, I don't want to date somebody I can't joke around with. Like,
Yeah.
That's a big fucking thing to me.
Yeah, like, I don't care if you make fun of me, I'm gonna make fun of you, like,
Yeah.
whatever.
But
And I'm not gonna be like bullying you, it's just...
yeah, it's not going. There's not like you're going to cross that line and like exploiting your insecurities.
Right.
Well, let's talk. Let's get that tummy tuck for you first, and then we can talk about my big forehead.
Right.
I'd probably say something like that if they mentioned my forehead. I'll only give them one insecurity insult, but they have to apologize immediately after. And if they keep doing them, I'll go in on them.
Yeah.
I get one free one, and then after that, one free one, like depending on how often we hang out. So it depends. But then after that, I'll go after them. I'm not afraid.
I don't know, I might be a dick for this, but like, I kind of do go for like the insecurities. But then
So,
I immediately kind of just say like,
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Depends
like, I'm
on
just
who it
fucking
is,
with you.
like-
Yeah, like I'm not gonna do it to like some fucking dude on the side of the road, like, haha, fat ass.
Maybe he's not insecure about that. If I know they're insecure, like, you know my friend Gabby.
Yeah.
insecure about her ears. The only time that I will make fun of her ears now, which I didn't know that, and Jordan and I like bullied the fuck out of her at Dairy Queen, like because there's like this period of time where it was just like the three of us like working every single night, and felt really bad once I found out that that's like an actual insecurity of hers. But now I only say something if this bitch is acting up. If she's trifling, then I'll have to put her in check. I'll have to put her in her place. Yeah. You know, have I ever told you the thing of... Oh, actually, I don't really bully you a whole lot, so, like, maybe I haven't said this to you. So anytime, like, somebody's like, you bully me so much.
All right.
That's kind of like Gabby impression, but... You're a bully! I say, listen. Your head is so fucking massive. If I wasn't here to bully you and keep it normal size, you'd just float away. With Gabby, I say, if you're, if I don't keep you grounded to earth, you and your big floppy ears are going to just flap away. Love you, Gabby.
Yeah, I love you, Gabby. Even though I don't really know you.
It's okay. She understands.
It's cool.
I'll probably get some sort of, you hooker, you bitch. Although she was pretty shitty with me yesterday, though.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What happened?
She actually caught an attitude twice with me. The first one I brushed off, but the second time, then I had to use my logic. It's because...
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something else.
Oh, no. Yeah. I just like whip out my cock and just all like, all right, bitch, it's out there, and we're going to have to deal with this right now because the cock is out. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? No, it's because we have that Friendsgiving, and I was like, what are you going to make? And Gabby, I'm just telling him the story, so when you hear this part, like, this isn't anything I haven't already said to you, so just don't take anything to this, but I just want to put that disclaimer out there. So we're having that Friendsgiving, I asked her, so what are you going to make? She was like, I'm going to make frozen macaroni. I said, okay, pump the fucking brakes. No. Like, literally the whole point of Thanksgiving is like, or in a Friendsgiving is like, everybody makes something. Bitch, I can go throw some fucking chicken tenders in the fucking oven and then say that, okay, the rest of you guys bring fucking food to my house and I'll just fucking scarf it all down. No. So I was like, okay, you know what? Just bring drinks because I'll make mac and cheese because I like making mac and cheese. It's one of my favorite things to make. Yeah, like I genuinely love grating cheese. Like
satisfying.
Yeah, I mean, like I say that now, but then I'll get like a third way through my brick of cheese and be like, why the fuck did I do this? That's how it always is.
That is how it is for you. Yeah, you'll be through it, and then you're like, this is a pain in the ass.
Especially when you get to the very end, and you're like,
you're like fucking shaving off nothing, and then you cut yourself open.
Yeah. But anyway, so I told her to bring drinks, and then like a few days later, I'm all like, for drinks, bring Kroger sweetened iced tea, and then purified bottled water.
And she's probably like, what the fuck are you, like,
okay,
why?
Okay, two things, right? And that Kroger, and if you got Kroger purified drinking water, which is a really good purified drinking water,
yeah,
that's what I
like,
have in my fridge.
It's what everyone has around here.
But, so that's what I told her to bring. And then she was like, one or the other. And I was like, this fucking bitch, it's $2 each.
Yeah, it's like $5 for a case of water.
No, it's not even that. For
really?
like a 24 pack, it's like $2 if it's on sale, and it's like always on sale.
Yeah.
It's like $2, and then like a gallon of like sweetened iced tea is fucking Kroger, which is the kind I said to get.
Yeah, which is like
$2.
Great value if you're a Walmart goer.
$2 so $4. But we talked about it. All right. You know, she was a little misdirected anger at me yesterday.
Wait till she gets into fucking college. She's like, no, I'm only paying for a semester.
I love you, Gabby. Please don't be mad. Please, like I'm begging you. But yeah, she had a little angry at me yesterday, but you know, we squared it out. Had a nice little.
That's strike one.
Strike one. All right, Gabby. 2 more, and I'm breaking up with you.
That's 1 for being a bitch. I'm just kidding.
Oh wait, I don't think I can make that joke. I think her boyfriend listens.
That's fine.
Nah, it's whatever. I really.
I'm
don't
a security officer.
Speaking of security, he's insecure. He's
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. See, him and Jordan and I, we have like we call them IHOP nights, just because. There's like this period of like Fridays where Jordan would come over and we would just like drink on my back deck. Mm-hmm. And anytime that he would leave, he'd be like, I'm going to IHOP. And then he'd just come home from IHOP like 6 hours later with mosquito bites all over his legs. But the name just stuck, and Gabby got grounded for a month. And sorry to air out your dirty laundry, but and then she was going to come to one, and then he did not like that because he doesn't trust dart in her eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Insecurities. That could be another strike. Because honestly, like, insecurities.
That should be enough strikes for her, honestly.
Yeah.
There's plenty others, I feel like, but
Maybe.
I don't know. I don't talk to her about that stuff. But
Yeah.
the only reason that I'm like openly talking about this right now is because he swiped up on my story a couple of days ago.
Really?
Asking, because I didn't put my podcast, because my last episode, oh no, the last episode, I always forget, but like I was like fucking high, and I don't remember that episode, and I honestly don't remember anything about that, but I guess my one with Maggie was before that. But anyways, he swiped up and was asking where it was on YouTube, and I was like, I don't fuck with you, so I just left him on red. But
Dang, that's shady. That's insecurity.
I just like, yeah. It's just like, I don't care if he's I don't care if he doesn't like it, if he like. I would understand. Like, I totally understand if he didn't like his girlfriend hanging out with two guys. I mean, like, granted, like, personally, I'm not going to care, because if I'm dating you, that means I trust you, and I don't think anything's going to, like, I trust that you wouldn't do anything, especially with two guys. What the fuck does he think we're going to do? We're going to fucking, like, run a train on her? But
two straight guys.
Yeah, really. All right, Gabby, it's spread them. It's time for some good old double penetration. But yeah, it's just like, I don't care if you take issue with that. I mean, honestly, if I kept hanging out with like or if my girlfriend like started like kept hanging out with like this one guy specifically, like, over and over again, but like one-on-one, not in a group setting. If it's in a group setting, I don't care. Right. Well, I mean, I don't care in general, but I'm just saying, like, I would start eventually getting suspicious, like, a little
I'd be
bit,
like, what the hell y'all doing?
I still wouldn't say anything ever, because I was like, at the same time, I still like trust you, and I don't want you to think I don't trust you.
I mean,
that's when issues start.
If you're telling me what y'all are doing, then that's cool. But like, if you don't, and you're just kind of like, if you hide it in like any way possible, I'm gonna be a little suspicious about it.
Yeah, but she wasn't hiding anything. She has nothing to hide, because it's like a group event. It's like a couple guys. It's actually only me and him. We're the only two guys, and then like the rest are like girls. But he didn't like that she was going to that, or IHOP night, and she hadn't been like in a month, or actually more than that. Like, the last time that she had been to one was the week I got fired from Dairy Queen. And honest to God, that was like the only night where every single person came besides Carly. And I was like, these motherfuckers feel so bad for me. They're all going to make sure they're going to come to my IHOP night. And I was like, but that was the last time she came, and that was months ago. So it's not like she even came like all the time anyways. But my main point is, if you don't like the people that she's hanging out with, don't act like you're their friends. Like, you don't have to pretend to be their friends. You don't have to like be a dick or anything, but like, you have to pretend like you like me and be my friend, because that's exactly what he was doing. So you a snake for that. I don't give a fuck if you're listening either. But I told you, the best episodes when you go off topic.
Yeah. It's like way off topic.
I don't even know how we got to this point, honestly.
Me either. We're talking about insecurities, and then you were saying how I have insecurities. You haven't gotten my insecurities.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I get to... What are your insecurities?
I feel like my main insecurity has always been my height.
I knew it.
It's always been my height.
They're not even that short, though. We're like almost like the same height now, aren't we?
5'6".
Okay, never mind then. You're still a little shorter than me. But are you sure you're 5'6"? I feel like you're taller than that.
No, I'm 5'6".
All right, after we're done recording, I'm gonna measure you, because I want to be sure.
Ooh, you're gonna measure me.
Well, we'll measure two things about you. Don't worry.
Okay.
I just hope my tape measures long enough for the other one.
I don't know. I feel like it might be.
Dylan, I'm going to tell you something I've never told you before.
Hmm.
I told her not to, but Hannah sent me a picture of your dick.
You've told me that.
Oh, I did?
Yeah.
I've seen your dick before.
Yeah, like 4 years ago.
I did?
No, that picture was
Oh.
from 4 years ago, I bet.
Has it grown?
Probably.
You don't measure?
Actually, I'm pretty sure it has.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty positive. 4 years, that's a lot of not growing if you're not growing.
Can I see?
No.
Damn it. Alright, me.
Only.
And after we're
4
done
days.
measuring your height, I'll be in immediate contact with Bella.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Off topic. Okay, but your height and what else?
That's really it. I
That's
mean,
really it.
I don't know. I feel like I'm very interested in how I look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's really, I'm insecure about it, but especially my hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I like my hair to look decent.
So, some of my insecurities, my big ass forehead. I only get insecure about my height when there's like, if a guy who's noticeably younger than me, and I'm not talking about like a year. Or
Oh,
like
there's
two.
like
It's
8th graders that are taller
He's
than
like,
me.
yeah, and there's like guys like 3 years younger than me or anything below that. Like I had workers at Dairy Queen that are like significantly younger than me, and they like fucking.
Tree trunks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, but I'm not really insecure about that.
Yeah.
It's more like the ladies. Even though I don't even have to worry about that anymore, but
Yeah, I necessarily don't really care. It's like if a girl's not interested in me because of my height, I'm just like, I mean, that's just like a preference thing. It's like I'm not going to knock them for that because everybody has their preferences. So they're just missing on the brown stallion. So
yeah, it's their loss.
yeah, I have a lot more, but I don't know. I think those are like the main ones, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
But back to the original topic at hand. Relationship killers. You got anything else for that? Like if you're hypothetically you're not in a relationship with Bella, you're in a relationship with random girl named Penis.
The name
what
might
would
be
be
a
some
killer.
killers of your relationship with Penis? Fine, we'll rename her Jane. Jane Doe, John Doe. So Jane.
Alright. Jane.
Yeah.
Let's say her friends are not very nice. Like, she doesn't have good friends that are around her.
So like influence.
Yeah. Like, if they, like, influence her to do things like fucking drugs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just very unattractive to me.
Drugs or just being influenced to do bad things? Or
I mean,
both?
a little bit of both. Because, like, I mean, if you're easily influenced to do things like that, then it's kind of
Mhm.
kind of goes into that trust thing. Because it kind of goes with that guy thing. Like,
John Doe just comes up and is all like, "Hey, you want to suck my dick?" She's like,
Yeah.
"No." It's like, "Are you sure you don't want to suck my dick?" Well, I mean, like now that you say it like that,
yeah.
no, I feel that. I think if speaking to like friends, like I think something that would like factor into like me like wanting to end a relationship is if she acts different, like when she's hanging out with her friends. And by act different, I mean like in a because obviously like most of us act different like around like friends in certain friend groups and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
depending on your comfortability with them and like all that.
Yeah,
other
but
good
if you're
stuff.
like significantly just a totally different person,
Yeah, but I mean that in like in a bad way, like you're just like constantly ragging on other people, like making fun and doing stuff like that. And I'm not talking about like in like a funny way, like you're like it's like genuine like disdain for like other people, like oh my god, fucking Becky is a stupid fat whore. Or something like that, and you just like keep ragging on Becky for having like a big fat ass, but like not the good kind of big fat juicy ass. But I think yeah, if they're like totally different, some relationship killers for me, this like the one that definitely killed my last one was like, it's a lack of trust, yeah, but it's more of like a lack of being like feel like I can be myself and be comfortable because.
that's a big one.
Like I already talked about like some shit in my mental health episode about this was like she's one of the first people that I opened up to about it. Like there's people that knew about it and like there's like only like well now it's a lot different because I just air that all out there. But at the time of that, there was maybe like 2 or 3 people that like really knew that like I had struggles. They didn't know I was going through it right then and there, but she didn't know that either. But I had struggles, and I had told her about that. And I told her about the time I had that welfare check, and I was like really like drunk. And she's Baptist, so this is the way she was raised. But like she like kind of like downplayed. It was just like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you went through that. And then it was like, but do you have to tell me the truth? Do you drink? And I'm like, yeah, the fuck? Do you look at all these fucking tattoos? Are you really going to think that I don't fucking drink? Well, I shouldn't say that because people assume that I smoke, but like up until like a month ago, you couldn't say that I smoked. I mean, I couldn't say that, but anyways, different thing. But I was like, yeah, I drink. And then she was all like, you need to promise me that you'll never drink ever again. But like, and it's like, if I can't feel comfortable, especially safe, then I can't be in a relationship. Like, I tried to make it work after that. I even told her, I was like, you know, ever since this, like, things just haven't sat right with me, like, being in a relationship with you. And we tried to work on it, but legit, no matter what we did and what she tried to, like, do, I was just like, dude, I genuinely, like, don't trust you. And, like, anything that, like, I would just think was, like, odd about you, I'm, like, starting to, like, hate about you. I was, like, starting to, like, resent her. But
that's really weird. I've never had that experience before.
Well, yeah, I think that's like a unique experience that makes me like appreciate. Definitely made me appreciate what I had afterwards, like in terms of friends and like all that other stuff.
Yeah, relationships really do make you think about like your past and what you had, like especially with that person though.
Mm-hmm. Because that made me like open my eyes to like. Because back then, I was just kind of looking for, like, you know... Because everything is 20/20 in hindsight. So, like, looking back, I was like, yeah, that definitely wasn't, like, a good relationship, and I probably shouldn't have been part of it. But, like, legit, like, from our different upbringings and, like, our views on life itself, like, she wanted to get married, like, early... She wanted to have kids. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I was supposed to be, like, a single provider. I was like, that's a lot of pressure. I don't want to do that because I'm not even 21 yet.
Right, that's just too much at that point.
Mm-hmm. But, so obviously, like, looking back, yeah, that definitely wasn't a relationship I should have put myself in. And her, for that matter, too. I don't want to make it seem like I was, like, she was the only one that did wrong in that, but
right, that's how I feel for all my relationships, though. Like, okay, if any of you are listening, you're not the only bad one here.
Yeah, Dylan's a piece of shit. I hate him.
Because I'm sure there's some strikes on me as well.
Strike one, hype. But yeah, I think that was like the big one for me, and I never really thought about it too much until I like truly like viewed that relationship like for what it was and like how everything went with that. So that's probably like the biggest relationship killer for me. Are any of the ones that you had mentioned like the biggest one for you, or has there been one that you hadn't mentioned yet that's like the biggest?
I've already mentioned my biggest. It'd probably just be taking things too serious, because I'm just not serious at all. Like, literally, you can't really take much that I say seriously unless it's on this podcast.
Exactly.
This is like kind of my vent of seriousness.
It's like it just gives you like a good outlet for people to listen to whatever the fucking dumb shit we have to talk about. So I love doing this shit.
That's why I can't speak seriously either, because I say dumb shit and then I don't really know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I'm only good at spewing bullshit.
To that for you.
Yeah, I'm only good at spewing bullshit.
But if you have time to think about your bullshit, you can make it into regular shit.
Yeah.
But shit that people
but it's all bullshit.
want to hear.
But yeah, I do try and take time into this podcast to be serious.
I can tell. You did notes. I didn't do notes for this one, but I already worked in my head, like, what else might I ask you? Because I tend to do these, like, more of, like, almost, not like a talk show, like, because, like, obviously it's not just, like, all about you. Some are, like, all about, like, one person, like that one about Maggie, but they're not all just, like, straight up about this one person or stuff like that. Obviously, I threw my own stuff in there. We had like an off tangent rant about Gabby's refrigerator of a boyfriend. I can't wait for her to listen to this, and I hope to God he listens to this one too.
Why do you call it a refrigerator?
I don't know. I used as soon as I heard that, it killed my whole buzz for the night when she told me that, because she told me the night of that IHOP night, and it definitely killed my buzz and my whole mood for the whole night.
So you call him refrigerator?
It's the first thing I thought of in my head. I don't know. He's just a big dumb oaf. When I think of a big dumb oaf, he just reminds me of a fucking refrigerator.
I don't know what he looks like at all.
Right. I don't know.
I just know he's a big dumbass.
A big dumb
oaf.
stoopy doo-doo head, butt face, ass hat, MAGA loving. Not that that's a bad thing. I really don't fucking care in all honesty. I did vote for Biden, but fuck you. If I don't like you, then I kind of I kind of just use that as the tahi on the taco.
I had a taco.
Ah, yeah, the barbecue brisket taco.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Pretty good, but well, Dylan, I do appreciate you coming on.
I appreciate the invite.
Don't want
always.
to hold you all night from Kathy and don't tell me John.
I think it's Mark.
Fuck!
Mike.
I knew it was Mark. God damn! I was
Or-
about to say Bruce though, so I guess Mark would have been
It's Mark or Mike or something like that. I have
think it's
not
Mark.
met her dad yet.
You haven't?
No.
I think Ari wants to. Dude, I don't know.
Ari?
Sounds kind of sus. That he wants to. The first time meeting, he wants to start shooting things.
Well, he knows I like guns.
Yeah, and
I mean,
he might want to use some guns on you.
I doubt it.
All right. Viewers or listeners of the UP, since you actually can't view any of this, I want to get a pool going on how many times Mark, what's Bella's last name?
Stanich.
That's too much. Dylan's girlfriend's Bella. Once how many times her dad shoots him with his guns tomorrow. All right.
I stay strapped as well. It's fine.
I don't know. She was telling me about all the guns he's bringing up. He's ARs,
Well,
shotguns.
yeah, I'm shooting them too.
Huh?
I'm gonna be shooting them too.
That's what he wants you to think. That's the ploy to get you out there. But in
okay, well,
actuality,
I have my
dude, what
own.
if they fucking kidnap you and sacrifice you?
Honestly, you know that movie by what's his face, Peele,
Jordan Peele, Get Out.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's I don't know.
But
That's,
they're white, and you're white.
doesn't matter. The same concept.
What?
They just
okay, but you have to
kidnap
be some sort of minority, not in terms of color, but in terms of
Okay, but still, it's just kind of the same idea though. I get kidnapped from some girl because her family's from I don't even know fucking where.
Where are they from?
Poland, Ohio.
Poland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Ohio, bro. I swear to God,
Why?
I hate that state. They steal literally every single fucking city. You know, there's a Miami, Ohio.
Yeah.
And there's also
There's,
Chicago, Ohio.
there's also-
Bro, if you're
well-
going to steal fucking names from other cities, don't fucking steal one from the biggest city in the Midwest, bro. That's literally a just 2 states away from you. You sons of bitches. Fuck you, Ohio, dude.
Half my family lives in Ohio.
Well, I'm sorry to the Thomases.
It's cool.
They'll understand. You know what? They'll probably band together and be like, you know what?
It's kind of facts.
Fuck Ohio. But hey,
Yeah.
we have my first merch. Fuck Ohio.
Ah.
Alright, first set of merch set to drop January of 2029. Fuck Ohio.
Fuck Ohio.
Fuck Ohio. But everybody, thank you so much for tuning into the episode of the UP. I've been Brown Sugar and it's been my boy Dylan. We'll see you in the next one.